Hey there, Josh here from Limble CMMS, and in this video we'll be going over MRO, or in other words, maintenance, repair, and operations. And one of the things to know about this term is that it's very involved in the world of procurement and operations. Part of the ongoing and successful operation of any facility, I've seen many people throw around this term without actually understanding what it means. And that's why we'll be diving a little bit deeper into this topic. So let's go ahead and jump in. So what is MRO? So the first thing to know is that maintenance, repair, and operations encompasses all of the activities that are used to keep a facility, so including all the equipment found inside of it in good operating condition. It involves supplies consumed in the production process which do not either become part of the end product or are not central to the firm's output. MRO items include consumables like cleaning or office supplies, for example, industrial equipment, plant upkeep supplies, computers, fixtures, furniture, and more. And the ultimate goal of MRO is to keep the business operations running smoothly. In manufacturing and other asset-heavy industries, a lack of strategic MRO management can cause a huge operational issue. For example, up to 50% of prolonged unscheduled downtime is due to a lack of spare parts or stockouts, which are often the consequences of poor MRO practices. So let's go ahead and take a better look at the importance of MRO in the next slide. Here we can get a better idea of the importance of MRO. According to Peerless Research Group, who runs an annual MRO survey, 94% of businesses think that MRO is important for their organization, with 54% of organizations considering it extremely important. Some of the reasons for that mentioned by businesses include that it maintains customer satisfaction, it maintains continuous production, it follows lean practices, and avoids downtime, and it's an overall money maker for the organization. And one of the organizations reported that without parts, machines simply don't run. Machines not running means products can't be made, and that means money can't be made. And that tells us the bottom line. Overall, companies with a robust MRO management will have better control over processes that affect their cash flow. This ensures business continuity. By managing MRO, organizations reduce exposure by implementing proactive measures that will make resources available when and where they are needed. It also helps with inventory control. So stockouts and overstock have differing and competing requirements in MRO management. Item overstock means you are holding too much inventory, while stockouts can lead to costly downtime with uncertain return times. Both overstocking and stockouts come with a price tag. Proper MRO management needs to find a balance between the two to keep your stock inventory costs in check. And then we have proactive maintenance. So maintenance and repairs are inevitable in any industry. However, depending on which maintenance strategy is used, the maintenance costs and benefits can vary greatly. Focused MRO management fosters agile maintenance strategies that are proactive and not reactive. Now let's take a look at MRO's meaning in supply chain and procurement. So the MRO acronym in supply chain management is often interchangeably used with MRO inventory. However, it's important to understand the difference between the two terms. The easiest way to do that is to look at MRO inventory. So MRO items, for example, as items you need to perform different maintenance, repair, and operation tasks. In some cases, companies have a hard time distinguishing between MRO inventory and production items. MRO items are those that contribute to the end product or service but are not part of the final product. They do not generate profit directly, but are an essential expenditure that ensures production continuity or service delivery. As such, MRO costs will show on your accounting sheets under indirect spend. And let me give you an example to give you a better idea. Consider pliers manufacturing using formulated steel. The formulated steel is the raw material that will pass through different machines where it is formed, cut, polished, and painted until it becomes a pair of pliers. Compressors, sensors, pumps, and electrical equipment, those are all parts of the machines that are used to create the pliers. Things that are a part of the pliers are the raw material from the formulated steel, the bolts, finishing paint, and so on. These items fall under direct spend, whereas MRO products like pumps and compressors that just support the production process fall under indirect spend. Now, there are four main MRO categories. So maintenance, repair, and operation activities can be roughly grouped into these ones. You have production equipment, maintenance and repair. You have material handling equipment, maintenance and repair. You have tools and consumables. And you also have infrastructure maintenance and repairs. And let's go ahead and take a look at each one of these in more detail. Here we have production equipment maintenance and repair. As you might know, over time, wear and tear causes malfunctioning, delays, downtime, and other setbacks that affect output. In asset-intensive industries like manufacturing, these setbacks can adversely affect both profits and brand reputation. And maintenance, repair, and operation activities in relation to production equipment, including actions like routine maintenance work, emergency maintenance, spare parts inventory control, purchasing condition monitoring equipment, and vendor management. So to minimize the industrial equipment breakdowns and delays, more and more businesses are switching from reactive to preventive and predictive maintenance. And many are combining these proactive maintenance strategies with modern CMMS solutions like Limble, for example, in order to stay on top of their maintenance KPIs and maintenance work. And then we have material handling, equipment maintenance and repair. The production can't start if the input material doesn't find its way from the warehouse storage area to the start of the production line. So if your forklift or pallet positioner are broken, you're in trouble. In the same fashion, if your conveyor systems and robotics arms are poorly maintained and experience a malfunction, you will have a break in your production process, where production line, let's say number 3, will indefinitely sit idle waiting for input material and product. And material handling equipment encompasses a range of different machinery. While some of the equipment might not be directly involved in the production, there are still essential elements that ensure a stable production process and should be treated as such. And here we have tools and consumables. Tools and different types of consumables are used continuously in the background to perform quick repairs or preventive maintenance on mechanical and electrical assets. Here are some of the examples of MRO tools and consumables. We have power drills, so you can think of basic drills, electric saws, grinders, and sanders. And we also have hand tools. You can think of wrenches, sockets, pliers, cutters, clamps, and screwdrivers. And we also have consumable items, so adhesive, lubrication liquids, sandpaper, welding rods, and more. We have PPE, which is masks, safety glasses, gloves, face shields, and anything for protection. We also have janitorial supplies as well as office supplies. So there's a lot here. And when we take a look at infrastructure maintenance and repairs, like everything else, infrastructure needs to be regularly repaired and maintained to mitigate degradation and to ensure proper facility upkeep. As with all other types of MRO activities, you can either take care of it in-house or outsource to a third-party contractor. The direction you choose will largely depend on how much you control and insight you wish to have over the maintenance process, your available budget, available in-house skills, and what is stated in your property licensing agreement. This image shows the results of the same MRO survey I talked about earlier. Now let's talk about managing MRO with a CMMS. Companies that leverage a CMMS solution to manage maintenance work are able to set up more efficient inventory system processes and stay in control of all maintenance-related costs. Some of the ways that a CMMS can help streamline an MRO include is that it becomes easier to manage maintenance work and people's schedules. Features like maintenance calendar, work request portal, work order system, and push notifications enable teams to quickly address new maintenance work requests and stay on top of all the routine maintenance work. As a result, technicians can see which tasks should be completed, a description of work that needs to be performed, a list of spare parts they might need, and the time frame involved. Not only does this reduce the likelihood of duplicating workload, it also lowers the risk of errors, from asset location information, maintenance history, and part specification to compliance requirements for specific audits. All this information can be stored in a CMS and accessed simply by having internet connection and user permissions. And you also get more control over your spare parts inventory. These days, digitalization and some level of automation are required for efficient MRO inventory management. Instead of sweating over the many variables, teams can use a CMMS with an inventory module to help them track how spare parts are used, get notifications about low stock levels, make accurate forecasts, and save important vendor information in one easy to use place. That functionality is a huge time saver. And last here, we have the ability to administer MRO costs. MRO represents a substantial cost for many organizations and facilities. This is especially true for asset-intensive industries where electrical and mechanical equipment and other consumables are used for and during the production process. Relying on a CMMS system allows teams to have access to a detailed cost breakdown, which is super helpful. So as you can see, MRO is a complex subject for many businesses, but implementing the right technology and best practices that we talked about in this video helps to achieve better results. This not only ensures that operational costs are kept in check, but also creates a more efficient and productive environment. If you're interested in learning more about Limble CMMS, feel free to email us. Go ahead and check out our website at limblecmms.com, where we have a free demo and you can hop on and learn more about how CMMS can help you. And one of our team members will be happy to walk you through that process.